And we are back from the break, and the party is getting some sleep. Um, so real fast, what time were you thinking of like everyone going to sleep? I'm gonna assume since you can travel for 7 hours, if you do like 9 to 4, that's basically your rowing time. So, um, what times are you guys thinking that you want to, as a group, get to sleep and then wake up? Basically, this is the time that you have the people on watch.
Um, well, you said that Finn was going to do some hunting, and then we'd be eating, wouldn't we? So, like, how long would it take us to cook dinner and stuff?
He said that he might, but he wasn't doing anything this first night.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Still doesn't hurt to plan for that, though. Maybe around 9 o'clock would be a good time to sleep.
Yeah, 9 of the evening.
It would make sense to go to sleep when it gets dark.
Okay, that would put
We're
you
not
guys waking up
actually
at
asleep.
5. Assuming basically 8 hours when you guys are asleep and you got people on watch. Otherwise, like everyone
Yeah, four
could
watches, 2
theoretically
hours
be
each.
awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting up at 5 isn't a bad idea.
Dawn.
It gives plenty of time if needed to memorize spells before we start moving.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Okay.
I could see that. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. So then Darrakar is on watch. Let's see. So 9 to 11. Braxon and Ockar would be at 11 to 1. Lauren and Gretha would be 1 to 3. And Lankas would be 3 to 5. That work for you guys? This is so that I know who's on watch when encounters happen and stuff like that, if they do.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Otherwise, if an encounter happens outside that, then everyone is theoretically awake.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So you bed down for the night. The sun is set. It is dark. It feels darker than it should be. Like you're like almost like the forest is pushing against your campfire and everything like that. You're on the shore, so it only is like one side of that, but still, it is a disconcerting feeling. And Darrakar, your watch is uneventful, and you hand it off to Braxon and Ockar. You wake them up when you estimate that it is time for you to get some sleep, and you crawl into your bedroll and fall asleep. Braxon and Ockar, you begin to take your watch.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. So, in the middle of the watch, what would you be doing on your watch? Let's find that out. Because you got the two of you.
Braxton's belt gives him dark vision, so he'd be sitting a little bit away from the fire, and he would rotate to cover a different part of the D, so he's not looking at the same place all the time.
So the create campsite spell kind of like you at least would have seen when it was set up, and Finn would have been able to point it out to you, what the area that it has set up and what it has created. It's kind of done its best to camouflage the camp, but are you going out beyond that radius, or are you staying in there, just like with your back to the fire?
How far does Braxton need to go to get his full night vision? Can he do that inside the area?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, he'll go there and he'll try to do things like have his back to a tree so that he's not making an obvious silhouette if someone's got dark vision. That sort of thing.
Meanwhile, I have to be a bit more obvious since I need like the torch and campfire to see.
All right.
Yeah, and Braxton will basically have a way to communicate with Ockar every so often to let him know he's okay.
Okay. So Braxton, you're out. I mean, you're not that far. You can stay within the area of the create campsite. And also there is the Wyvern Watch spell that's been set up along one edge, basically. And so you're avoiding that as well.
Yeah.
But while you are out there, another swarm of biting insects streams out of the darkness at you. So another saving throw versus poison, please.
Is this it, Braxton alone?
Yeah, since he's the one who's away from the fire and everything.
Okay.
Wouldn't he still be within the range of my anti-vermin barrier, though?
Oh, yes. So, Braxton, I had forgotten about that, sorry. So it swarms out at you, Braxton, but then stops at the edge where the anti-vermin barrier was set up. I think that's how it works.
Shall I roll anyway to see
No.
whether it would have gone? Okay.
Let me double check. I don't think that just, like, kills them. I think it does prevent them.
No, it repels them.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Finn. Yeah, Finn's
Insects, rodents,
nice.
spiders, snakes, worms, and similar vermin of less than 1 hit die.
It's like they hit an invisible wall or something.
Yeah,
It
so...
will last for 10 hours, too, so...
Yeah. All right, so they do kind of swarm along that and then disappear back into the darkness. But it was pretty obvious. Like you could hear the buzzing of the flies and everything like that.
Yeah, Braxton makes a note to thank Finn in the morning. Braxton's going to look back along the path the insects come from, see if anything's there.
There was no path per se. They just came out from amongst the trees. You wouldn't have been able to you can't see far enough into the trees to really tell anything. Okay. Would you let Ockar know about that? Because it was pretty obvious.
If it's pretty obvious, he'll wait till next time he's repositioning.
Okay.
And then let Ockar know then.
Okay.
So stay near the fire and the raise of the barrier. Gotcha.
All right.
I don't think there's any point Braxton giving his position away unless he needs Ockar's help.
All right. The rest of your night, the rest of your watch will be uneventful, and you go wake up at Luar and Ingritha, and get to sleep yourself.
Braxton will give him a report of what the insects, and
The wires come out in like hives. It's quite an amusing sight. of like splotches of like some kind of creamy herbal ointment on him.
Yikes.
What do you mean there's more out there? I don't really want to go out there.
It'll be fine. Just stay near the fire. Might as well keep away.
Why do they
Yeah.
like me more than you? He says to Ingrifa.
Yeah, and Braxon.
Maybe you just have an attractive personality.
Braxon will remind the next group that if they stay in the sort of area where he was, that they'll be protected by Finn's magic.
Gretha might say something like, maybe elves just taste better.
Oh, I said it may be that you just have an attractive personality.
All right, so they have an uneventful watch and wake up Lankas and get back to sleep themselves. And then Lankas, you have an uneventful watch as well.
Okay.
So the sun is just barely beginning to like the sky is just beginning to get pink when you wake everyone up, and people can begin getting their spells back. How long do you guys need for spells?
Finn needs 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Question, Alds.
Yes.
I need less than an hour.
Yes, Braxon.
The spellcasters. If they start preparing their spells inside the tiny hut, would they be able to move outside the tiny hut and carry on preparing spells if it was going to run out?
Generally, I mean, when the tiny hut when it expires, it just vanishes. It's not an extra dimensional space.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just a dome.
Yeah, it's just a protected area.
It's protective force field.
And you really can't move around much when you're preparing spells. Wizards need to study their spell books, and priests need to pray.
All right. Well, I figure...
And Solas can't leave the tiny hut in any case, since the hut will disappear once Solas crosses its boundaries.
Yeah, I know. No, I was just thinking it might be worth, like, for other people to bring you cups of tea or whatever you need in the morning, and you could just all congregate in the hut in the morning after people have got up to prepare your spells together.
Okay.
One thing about the hut, by the way, the caster can on command have dim light inside it. So even if the sun isn't out, Solas can still read.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how much time did you need again, Finn?
2.5 hours.
Okay. All right, so and no one else needs more than 2 hours?
Nah.
Okay.
Don't think so.
I didn't really cast that many spells.
I didn't cast anything.
I figured not. Finn had cast Commune with Nature, which is a pretty powerful one. Okay,
I don't think I'll need more, so...
let's see.
I'm guessing some spells are going to backfire, so I have changed like some third level spells, like Shape Wood. I can just see it working like Warp Wood.
All right, so the rest of you guys who don't need spells, you are getting some breakfast, packing up your gear, making sure everything is good, just kind of getting woken up in the morning because you can't go the whole day rowing. So you're looking at about 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for rowing.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything anyone else wants to do while getting ready in the morning?
Who got affected most by the insects the first time?
You just stare at Loire.
I did. How
So
does
Lankas
a 4
and-
night sleep affect me?
Since you didn't need to get any spells back, it doesn't do anything really negative.
I
Okay.
wonder if I
would
wonder
cause
if
a
good
problem.
berries would help.
It would definitely cause a problem getting your spells back.
Okay.
Finn's going to hand each of them a dose of Crawlbane that he had prepared.
Okay.
Saying next time insects are coming, coat yourselves with this.
Beowulf also had a problem.
He can't really coat himself.
Yeah,
Give
I
him a
coat him in the
shampoo.
Crawlbane.
Well, it's one dose is meant for man-sized, I believe. So
Would I gain back the
Yeah.
1 hit point I lost from being bitten?
You would gain that.
Not this night, no.
Okay.
Because you did not
I
sleep
kind
well
that's
enough.
what I got it. That honestly that was the response I was expecting, and that is fair.
No,
Uh,
it has the good berries to hand out, so you can heal up that 1 hit point loss. He'll mark off 2.
Okay.
It was Beowulf take a point of damage as well.
Yeah, he would have.
Alright, I'll mark off 3, so everyone's full.
Braxon took a point of damage. Is it one for him?
Alright, I'll mark off 4 then. Anyone else? Alright, I have 39 good berries left.
And so plenty to go.
Yeah,
Um,
and they've got 8 days left on them.
I think Braxon is going to try and find a stick that he can use when we're in the canoe going up the river to kind of test for the depth of the river.
Okay. So Finn would be able to tell you right now that from what he's been able to see around, like on the lake and like this other river,
Mm-hmm.
while the lake may shallow out enough to be like actually fordable at various points, he can also tell that at various points it's going to be pretty deep.
Yeah.
Like tens of feet.
Oh yeah. No, I'm thinking of something where we can tell if the river's getting quite shallow.
So the thing
Not-
is that
not
you'll
some-
be able to see if it's getting shallow, that shallow.
Mm.
If it's
Okay.
getting shallow enough that a stick that you carry along would be able to get to the bottom, you'll be able to see it.
It would have to be really, really murky water that we wouldn't be able to notice it.
Yeah. And you're in
we're also in
canoes.
canoes,
have
correct,
very,
yeah.
very low drafts. Sorry, what was that, Finn?
basically what you just said. So
Is it about five tiles that we can move during the 7 hours that we can row?
You can move 8.4 miles right now.
Yeah, we're marking off our rations. What was it, 2 days worth so far we've used?
Just one.
Oh,
You got food at Ernin.
mhm.
Okay, so Lafdul, you were getting spells back as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't need more than Finn.
No, I know. All right. So, let's see. Finn, would you be in the hut praying for spells, or would you be in the tent, or would you be outside?
given that I follow Obadiah in nature, I would probably be outside to do my praying.
Okay.
My god, Solas has 13 strength for today.
All right. So, who would be just kind of like, relaxing inside the hut with Solas?
Lafdul might
In
be
the morning.
inside the hut. But no, this is a new location for him. He doesn't need to do anything particular because as long as it's new. I don't have to do anything
Yep.
fancy. I might just be in the tent still.
Okay.
Loire probably is out and about watching.
I'm probably outside watching for trouble too.
Okay.
Remember that you can see through the hut when you are inside.
Are we at
Oh,
the?
good
Yeah.
point.
Do we go to
I
the
can do
next
that
area,
then.
or are we setting up to go out?
You're finishing up in the morning before leaving.
Yeah, then I'd probably be chilling in the hut,
Okay.
complaining about bug bites.
Yeah. So those will go away through the course of the day. The itchiness and stuff. At least enough to be not really anything more than a minor nuisance. All right. But Ockar, Braxon, and Darrakar, would you be out like cleaning up the campsite and everything like that?
Yeah, Braxton will be doing
Yeah,
I would help.
chores so
Yeah.
that spellcasters have got more time to prepare stuff.
Okay.
Loire will be helping
Then
out as well.
Loire is as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
doesn't need to get
heavy
spells, so-
lifting.
Then
Oh,
I
he's gonna
want
stack for 10,
a
but-
D10 for Braxon, Darrakar, Ockar, Ingritha, and Loire.
10.
D10 rolled.
I got 1, so that's either really good or really bad.
No, it's a surprise
Mhm.
check, probably.
Okay. Yeah, Braxon, you are not surprised as suddenly from the canopy above, 3 very large spiders. They're
Oh.
with their legs. They're about as like with their legs spread out. They're about as wide as Finn is tall, and they're dropping down on you, Braxon, you, Darrakar,
Okay.
and you, Ockar. They're much too large to be blocked
true.
by the
Oh.
anti-vermin barrier. And Darrakar, you have a bonus to surprise, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Let me check.
It's not smell based, or I don't know though. So.
They just have a bonus to surprise. It is hard to surprise
Oh.
Minotaurs.
Ooh, good to know.
Okay.
Man spider, man spider.
Okay, I don't know what it is. I did not actually see that.
Okay, well, it's probably something like a...
Oh, here we
Even
go.
a Crim book, wasn't it?
It's probably like a 3, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I will take a quick look when I get a chance. I think that you are surprised.
Are
Yeah,
you
I
ready
think
for
so
us?
too. I rolled
ready for-
high.
Does this happen when we are getting the spells back, or do we have to?
Finn is still getting his spells back.
But I would
I've
have
got
mine, and
properly.
But Solas and Lafdul have already gotten their spells back. So these...
and I would have gotten the strength spell off.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
So these spiders drop down on you guys. Let me go ahead and bring you guys over to the map. And this is just going to be a generic map that I'm going to be using for random encounters in general.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
don't worry too much about like what you're seeing in terms of like the terrain and specific size of everything.
I got the canoe overlays.
Yes. Yes, I have
Replacements.
some canoe tokens. All right,
Need to
so
have them as in case we get the combat while we are on the boat.
Alright, I
We
suppose.
rolling for initiative now.
Only
yes,
you do.
everyone
me.
except for basically everyone except for Braxon is surprised though. So
So
Okay.
we set ourselves a 99 then?
yes,
Okay, well, I'll roll just to get on the chart.
I'm guessing spiders are just
Ditto.
silent.
They were pretty silent, yeah.
Yeah, so there'll be no listen checks for the rogues.
Braxon will be yelling.
Yeah, because I mean, like they just
I
drop
can't
down
see.
right on you.
I can't see. Is it Ingretha?
Don't worry
Person
about it.
underneath Ockar. Okay.
Let me go ahead and roll for them. Okay. Everyone rolled to get themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put you at 99, Darrakar, because you were surprised as well.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So these spiders drop down on you guys, and they are getting off the attacks first. So the first one attacking Braxon. It drops down, but you whip your you hear some slight rustling as it's dropping down on you from above. You whip your head around and manage to backstep away from it just in time as it drops to the ground and begins menacing you. The one dropping on Darrakar does drop on you, but does not manage to pierce your armor. And the one dropping on Ockar, similarly, drops on you, but does not manage to pierce your armor. Find a weak point. All right, Braxon, you're able to react.
Okay, Brax is going to yell spider. Or hiss it loud enough for us to hear. Well, I guess I'm going to press button 1 on the sticker menu buttons and try and stab it.
Okay. All right, so you slash at the spider. That is a hit.
Yeah. They're small, aren't they?
They're man-sized.
Yeah. All right. D8.
They're like huge spiders.
All right. You slash at it, give it a nasty gash, and you get a second attack, right?
I do, but do we get 2 in a surprise round?
If you're not surprised.
Yeah, you're not
For you,
surprised.
it's normal.
Okay.
So everyone's reacting.
cou-
Braxton just makes Swiss
Yeah.
cheese.
I couldn't remember if a surprise round was just 1 attack.
All right, that's the exact same to hit roll. So go ahead. All right. I'm taking the first one.
Oh, that's weird. I must have clicked it twice.
That's okay.
I thought it didn't work.
So you get
Sorry
a
about
second
that.
slash and chop it apart. All right, next round initiative. Everyone can start reacting now.
All right.
Braxon has shouted out a spider, and now the spider is on both Darrakar and Ockar. It is on you, so it's going to be getting a bonus to hit.
Small weapons can target
Solas.
without hitting the player, can they?
Solas,
Yes.
does Ingretha still have the Warhammer of Life?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
I gave it to her for this whole adventure
Okay.
as a loan.
Okay.
So if I roll 1 for a cold shot, can I chop a spider off of someone's head?
If you
Can
roll
you
a
cast
if you
Learn
roll a
Demon
called
Strike
shot,
yet?
then you either are targeting something specific, or yes, you can avoid injuring someone else.
And these are so big of spiders that I think you should be able to hit them in melee without risking too
Well,
much.
they're
I
on
think-
top of.
Loire's going to have a bit. This is the first time he's probably dealing with giant spiders, and he's going to be superstitious, thinking we're being attacked by a drow or something. So he's like panicking and just standing around.
Can you cast through Lehman's tiny hut?
I'm going to
Yes.
start drawing out a spell now.
Generally,
You
yeah.
can-
Especially if it's something visual, like a charm person. I would have to think about something like Magic Missile.
It says that most spells and missile weapons pass through without an effect
There you go. then.
affecting it.
There you go.
But the thing is that the occupants cannot be seen outside.
Okay. Anyone still need to roll initiative?
I didn't update Lafdul's. Lafdul's 11.
Oh, never mind. I think I was thinking. I'm just gonna. Great.
So as long as you aren't casting something like something that is cast on you and the enemy need to see it, it should be okay.
I mean, hypnotism works different here than it did previously. So I realized, oh, I don't. That won't work. I have to understand your language in this version. So
I mean, you can
I'll
always
inspire
do a
those to
called
that.
shot with a missile weapon.
yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Hypnotism is
affect
mind
initiative?
affecting anyway. It shouldn't work
Cold
on
shot.
spiders.
Sorry, what was that, Lankas?
Does called shot affect initiative?
Yes, +1.
Okay. I have not been doing that. Now I know. There we go. Okay.
I should add 1 to mine because if I get a chance to, I'll hit the spider on Ockar's back.
Well, called shot does limit you to 1 attack if you get multiples.
That's okay. I only have 1 anyway.
Well, you're probably going to want to attack the one on you.
Well, okay. If I can do that, all right. I thought it would be on my
What are
back.
you using? What are you using on?
You can still try to attack it. I mean, you're going to suffer a
can
penalty, but you can
wrestle
still
it.
try to attack it.
You got like an
Okay.
18 something strength.
All right,
What
Solas.
are you using, Lankas?
Dagger.
I'm casting magic missile and I'm splitting the missiles in a way that 2 on the spider that is on Darrakar and 3 on the one that is on Ockar.
All right, give me the 2 first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those missiles streak out and slam into that spider. It is still alive, and then give me the 3. All right, your 3 missiles slam into that spider and kill it. Lankas.
Awesome.
Lankas?
Sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna throw this.
All right.
Oh, I forgot the -4 for called shot.
Okay.
That is still going to be a hit.
Woo. Oh, damage. Right. And they're medium.
Yeah. Okay.
2 damage.
So you hurl a dagger out from inside the Leoman's tiny hut, and it embeds itself into that spider, killing it.
Oh.
Right between the eyes.
Spellcaster saved the day.
And just because the spider is annoying me, I'm going to impale it with my glaive.
Good job.
Just smash it into little goo.
Yeah.
Is any of the spider webs that they used close enough together?
Not enough. They
Okay.
they drop down from above, but it's not like it's 1 strand each. You'd have to get up into the trees to find more, and they probably didn't. Probably don't have webs up there anyway.
Yeah.
And can I retrieve my dagger?
Yes.
Okay.
So you get, you you've taken care of the spiders, and you look around, keep an eye out as people clean their weapons and everything like that. But nothing else comes out of the forest at you.
Loire looks a little bit shaken up, so Lafdul's going to go over to him to figure out why he was so shaken up by spiders.
It's just spiders, man. It's just 6-foot spiders, man. What's wrong?
They're creepy.
Yeah, wow.
All right, so the rest of the cleanup of the campsite is relatively uneventful. And Finn, since you didn't end up having to do anything, your praying was basically uninterrupted. So you do get the rest of your spells back. All right. So once you're ready to get underway again, is there anything you guys want to do before you get back onto your canoes and get paddling?
I'm good.
I can't
I
think
think
of
I'm
any.
good too.
Okay.
I can't think of anything either.
I'm going to experiment with Aura of Comfort on myself to see if the spell will work against me.
Okay. Seems to work okay.
Oh, I'm gonna get a few small bits of wood and stones to chuck in the lake if I think anything's around.
Bits of wooden stones.
Yeah, like little sticks,
Okay.
like you throw when you had a dog.
All right.
Or
Any
skipping stones.
particular reason?
Just if we think something's out there that I can lob a bit of wood or a stone.
I mean,
So you're
can
trying to
you
see
lob
if
your axe and
doing
get it
so
back?
disturbs anything in the immediate water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not definitely going to do it, but like if we think something's there, I'll throw it away from us, so that if like a big monster comes and grabs a stick, we know there is a monster there.
I mean, you don't see anything, and I don't think any of you have any particular effects up that would like give you any sign.
Yeah.
But
Like a lake slimmed monster.
Well,
but I mean, like,
it's
there's
only...
nothing. There's no harm in just like tossing some things
Yeah.
out, seeing if there's a splash from some creature that swims away or something. If that's what you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well,
So I'm-
basically, the people in the village told us that people that come out here disappear.
Yeah.
Didn't they? So
It's not a case of like everyone who goes out deep into the lake does, but people who do go out and deep into the lake do disappear. And
Capsize, maybe.
so basically, it's like people who go out deep and come back, they don't see anything.
yeah,
The people who do go out deep and don't come back obviously did see something, and it got them. That's kind of what I was aiming for. So they didn't have any information about what might be out there, but they know something is out there because people are not coming back. But not everyone who goes out doesn't come back.
Yeah, well, we met a dragon turtle before. And back then, Braxon had a helmet that allowed him to not die if he went underwater.
No, I get
he
it.
Doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So.
As part of this routine, because we're going to be here traveling for God knows how many days, before we start traveling off, I would have asked people to gather around their stuff to light and load. I know it's not going to have any impact on the current weights now, but one is to see if the spell works. Two, if you're close to the borderline, you shouldn't be as close to the borderline on your weights, because it can reduce the weight by 50% of carried stuff.
All right, so the first thing I'll say is that you can fairly safely assume that, well, maybe not necessarily safely assume, but the further you get away from nature-related magic, the more likely it is it's gonna work. Like, Magic Missile did not do anything different. Magic missile worked because it's just magic missile.
Anything that interacts with nature or
But
uses
things
something
that
from
things that
it.
interact with nature are more likely to have an adverse effect. Aura of Comfort, that's just you. Now, I mean, it may not work as well, but that's just like, just may not work.
When it
as well.
starts
Light
raining,
and
I'll
load
find
just
out.
is you.
Well, it adjusts a bunch of stuff, and then it's just lighter for whoever decides to carry it.
Right, but I
I can do-
mean, like
yeah.
you're just lightening your own equipment,
Yeah.
is what I'm
Yeah.
getting at. But if anyone does want to have their load lightened, you can certainly do so. How long does it last?
An hour level.
Yeah,
Like 9 hours.
I'm 2 pounds over my weight limit. Although we're in a boat.
So
We're in a
basically-
boat, so it doesn't really matter. Oh,
yeah,
would
anything in your backpack, basically.
yeah.
Yes, Braxon?
Would light and load also make it easier to row the boats?
No.
Okay.
Okay, make it worse because you got less.
Well, I'm a couple of pounds over the weight limit, aren't I? So, that would help.
I mean,
It would just put you at unencumbered
you,
now.
Right. So
Yeah.
like if you want it to basically be where every day you get light and load.
Yeah.
Like if you get to a point where you need to not, where like either you get to a point where you can't take the boats any further, or you get to some point
Yeah.
where you got to get off, like maybe to fight something, then light and load is a thing that can help you. And then, and if you want this cast every day, and Lafdul is willing to do it, then you can just say that you're doing it every day.
Yeah, I'm doing it with my temporary healing potions. It's part of my reserved spells I'm casting.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Today Solas is feeling strongest he has ever felt, with 13 strength.
Okay. So, so you get the light and load. How much does that actually affect
50%.
you? 50%? Okay.
Oh yeah, that'll help a lot.
I can do up to like 10-foot cube worth of stuff. So everything gets put in a pile, cast it. Everything's 50% lighter.
Okay. All right. So, you get underway, so you can go 8.5 miles, basically.
Okay, I'll take care of that. So we can get to a bet here
Um,
or to there.
yeah, you can get to the
probably.
next one. You're not like because you went about it was 9 miles for the hexes, but you were only able to go 8.5 miles the previous day. So, yeah, actually,
So every
that's
3
fine.
days we go 1 less hex.
Yeah, every 3 days you'll go 1 less hex, unless things change.
So we get about 5.5 hexes.
All right. However, as you are approaching, well, actually, first of all, let me see if there's any encounters along the way.
I will do what I did on the first day and have the Rod of Alertness and be on a lookout.
Okay. Okay. So as you're getting underway, and let me actually make some quick notes on something. There we go. So you you get underway and begin rowing along the shore. And I need to check to see what this is. So the trees definitely are like the branches are overhanging the shoreline a lot more than they were before. And as you are heading along, all of a sudden, the boat that Braxon, Ingritha, Lafdul, and Loire are in, something slams into it from below.
I would be
And-
fishing.
I'm sorry?
I would be fishing, so would I might have noticed that
No.
coming in. Oh, all right.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Is it obvious? So obvious that other people also see it? Or
Oh, it
notice
will be. It will be. It will be. So this is the third boat. So you're at the back, and there is a loud sound as something slams into the bottom of the boat. There's going to be sounds of splashing. You guys are going to be shouting in shock. So yes, it's very, very obvious. I am going to need all four of you to give me dexterity checks to see if you get just tossed out of the boat entirely.
Well, I'll have to
Oh,
use
wow.
this fishing rod.
Yeah, it slammed into you pretty hard. Whatever
Okay,
this
Guessing
is.
just
tumbling
verifying my
will-
dexterity.
Tumbling wouldn't
What are we
help.
trying to?
Low
Are we
is
trying to
better.
roll on?
Yeah,
Low
under
is
your
better.
dexterity.
Right, okay.
Yeah, lower is better. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so mine is pretty good.
Oh no,
so...
Darrakar, you're in a different boat. You don't need to worry.
Oh,
This is
okay.
Braxon, Lafdul, Loire, and Ingritha.
Oh wow, Lafdul's gone overboard.
Ingritha?
It's because I was fishing. That's why.
Clearly, the thing that bumped into the
this is-
boat.
I get
took
pulled by the
a
rod
bit
down.
on the line and yanks you over.
Lafdul's like,
So-
I got
so-
side splash.
So basically,
Oh, Loire's in
Lafdul's
as well.
Lafdul's
Ingritha's
caught.
fine.
Lafdul's caught the Loch Ness monster and it's pulled
Yeah.
him in.
And Lua tries to help and gets pulled over also.
I'll describe what happens in a moment.
Sorry.
Ingritha,
Sorry.
no, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so Braxon and Ingritha are fine. You guys were rowing, so you're like
Stable.
you've positioned yourselves to be like you basically have self-anchored in the boat, and as soon as it happens, you grab the edges of the canoe. However, I do need a second dexterity check to see if you drop your paddles, Ingritha and Braxon.
Oh,
Anghammarand
Yes,
was
I did.
Lafdul.
Yes, I did see
Say
that.
reroll.
Reroll for Lafdul.
oh, that's just on the number.
Okay, so you do manage to hold on to the paddle. And the second roll for Ingritha? Ockar?
What?
Second dexterity check to see if she held on to the paddle.
Okay. I just opening her sheet again. Oh, I meant to roll for her, not for me. That is a fail.
Yeah. All right. So she drops the paddle into the lake. It's wood, so it's floating, but you will have to either retrieve that at some point or find a new one. However, Lafdul and Loire were off balance. They weren't prepared for this, and this something slams into the bottom of the canoe and just kind of like launches them out and over the sides, splashing into the water. Do either of you swim? Have the swimming
Nope.
skill? All right.
Lafdul can out herself, but Loire is kind of, well, in a worse situation than me.
Is he encumbered?
No, he's unencumbered.
Okay. All right. So he's not going to sink at least.
He was in leather armor. I don't assume he'd be wearing his backpack while in the boat.
Probably
just
not. Probably
left it on the side.
Yeah. Braxon,
Same
give
with
me
Lafdul,
a D20 for crushing blow for the to see if the canoe takes a hole. Okay.
Oh dear.
That's
a
actually good.
high number.
That is actually good. You want high number on saving throws. So that was against crushing blow. You do hear like the canoe strain from that hit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is intact. So so the rest of like everyone else, like you would hear this shout, this smash, all the splashing, and you look back and see Lafdul and Loire in the water. What do you, Lafdul and Loire, what are you immediately trying to do?
Well, Lafdul will be out of self into a sea elf form so he can swim.
Okay.
Loire would be like, panic. Try to get back to the boat, doggy paddle, flail, you know.
Okay. So Braxon and Ingritha, what are you guys doing? You've like grabbed the edge of the canoe. Something just hit it. Lafdul and Loire are over the edge, like in the water. What are you immediately doing?
Oh, blimey. It's a toss up between trying to stab the thing that's under the water or rescuing Loire.
So you've
is
just
Loire
like
easy
recovered
to
from
reach?
this and grabbed it, so you haven't really gotten a chance to like look to see what happened. Like what it is
Okay.
in the water.
Braxton's assuming it's like big sea monster type thing, basically. Something like bumping us is going to be big.
It's like that scene in Resident Evil 4 on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ingritha's going for a bow. Ockar's taking out his crossbow to fire whatever's in the water, if he can see it. If they can see it.
I think
Darrakar will
Yeah, I
take out
think-
his crossbow as well.
I think
Solas would cast
actually,
fly.
All right. Well, I haven't asked for what
I think
anyone else in the
actually-
other boats is doing. I want to know what Ingritha and Braxon are doing. So
I
Braxon,
think Braxton's gonna go for the extended spear and try and stab the thing.
okay,
Ingritha's gonna
All right.
like pull out her bow and go for a shot.
okay. So you're not immediately seeing whatever it was that hit the boat. Now let's go to boat number 1. So Finn, Ockar, and Beomolf. You've heard this the splashing, the outcries behind. What are you doing? Ockar, you indicated that you were pulling out your crossbow.
Ockar's gonna pull out his crossbow up. He places the paddle inside of the boat as he does so, and he turns to look to see what's going on.
Okay. Finn?
Finn will shout for everyone to get the boats to shore and then change form to an alligator.
Are you jumping off
Oh,
the
nice.
boat while you do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Darrakar and Lankas and Solas, what are you doing?
Solas is casting fly.
Okay.
Lankas is pulling out his sling.
All right.
I'll pull out my crossbow.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and bring you guys back to the other map. Pretend that the eastern shore is not a shore, because this is just a river map. I don't have like a lake map. Just pretend that eastern shore is water.
This is probably like the one time where you need to keep track of your stones for the sling because you doubt you're recovering them.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that you fire is basically going to go
Arrows
into the
might
water.
float though, won't they?
Mhm. That's why I'm
Not with
gonna definitely
arrowheads on them.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to use stones and not bullets.
Okay, give me a second. I need to actually get the monster token on the map, and you're not immediately seeing what smashed the boat.
All right.
No, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna be at least the same size as the boat and probably underneath.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely big. Like something smaller, like something the size of one of you guys, definitely could not have caused that bash against the.
Would I still be holding on to my fishing rod, or would it be in the boat? Do I need to make a dex for that?
Dexterity check.
That's my dex exactly.
Okay, so you would still be holding on to it.
I'm armed with a fishing rod underwater. This is great.
Yeah.
You can try to fish it.
Okay, so
Mm,
right
fishy.
now you do not see what it is. You can guess, like the water is not so murky or so like it
I'm changing to the aquatic elf form,
right. That's
so
but that's
I should
going to be
have
what
better
your
vision.
action is going to be. So I'm going to pull up the turn order. There we go. And so you all would have heard Finn shout out, "Get the boats to shore." So go ahead and roll your initiative based on that. If you've pulled out, weapons, you can, grab the you can still grab the paddles and paddle and stuff like that. I'm not gonna.
Can I paddle my boat alone?
Yes, you will be slower, but basically it's like one stroke on one side, one on the other, kind of thing.
Okay. I'll roll.
And you can.
I'll roll 3 then.
It'll be
Outside,
more
though.
difficult, but you can do it alone.
There's
And
other
how-
passengers in the boat, so somebody could take over.
Gilmolf cannot paddle.
I finished turning
yeah,
into
sorry.
alligator.
what's the
Sorry.
point with it? Does Braxon want to get this boat to shore, or does he want to try saving Lafdul
Bra-
and
Brax has got 2 people in the water. He's not going to abandon them.
then Ingritha's
So
gonna
he
roll
will
for,
go to shore.
Then
Do remember
Ingritha's,
that.
then Ingritha's gonna roll for her short bow so that she can help try to keep whatever this thing is at bay. So the
Do remember
can
that.
get back in.
Do remember that there's ropes between the boats.
I know, but we don't want the boat to move away from the people in the water.
How does being in the water ruin spell components for Loire? It's not going to matter.
It
'cause
may.
it's-
It depends on how long you're in the water for and everything like that. Don't
it's
worry
got,
about
like,
it
vials
until.
of ink in
I mean,
that,
like
so-
if they're in pouches and stuff like that, and you don't access them, then don't worry about it. You won't know until you try to access them. If you try to
that's
pull
Loire,
some
not
out
Lafdul.
while in the water, then that's gonna definitely cause more
Blood.
harm than it might otherwise.
One question, Ald.
Yes.
What would my swim speed be as an alligator?
I'm gonna assume it's the same as a crocodile, and that is 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume you
yeah,
have the
sure,
same
good.
stats as a crocodile, so
Okay.
you have a bite, and tail attack.
Probably look at what swim speed is for an aquatic
Okay.
elf, 'cause it's gonna
Anyone
be
still need to
reduced.
roll initiative?
Hang on.
Oh, Loire
Double check.
does.
I think
I think I do. I'll take care of that right now.
No, I do. Yeah, I thought I had, but I haven't.
Yeah,
I'll just stick with what I'm
I
doing.
got it
Do
right here.
do I have to do a cold shot so that I don't stab Lafdul?
All Loire.
Okay.
There's both of us in there.
Well, no, he's on. Well, okay, yeah, sure. I was going to say
I mean, we
he's on the
can't
other
even-
side, but
A lot of us.
It
can't even
doesn't
see
matter what
what's
side I step.
What's attacking him yet?
Lafdul needs to roll. Grant part, yeah, it's free. Oh, why is he so slow? It's not a matter. It's not like
Because he's
drowned in a
waterlogged.
log.
Exactly. And actually, keep in mind, sorry, for Lafdul and Loire, it's actually going to be worse for you. I just remembered. That is going to be
Well, I'm not worried about Lafdul. I'm
plus
not worried
6
about
for
Loire.
foreign environment.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah.
For
to your
granted
initiative.
power.
Yes.
No. And where's 10? No, yeah, 10. Does the foreign environment go away when they turn into a self?
Yes. Which
Oh,
is why,
that'll be cool.
well, okay. Yeah, so
Says you have to get used to it, but Lafdul's been in the CL form
you've been that
a few times.
And since Finn is going into the water as opposed to being in the water already, he's not getting that penalty. And once he changes form, he won't be getting it because it won't be a foreign environment to a alligator or crocodile. Okay, and everyone rolled? Okay, and Gretha's up first.
So Gretha's gonna look for like a large shadow in the water or something to give her an idea where this thing is, and gonna shoot at that if she sees it.
Okay, make an intelligence check, please.
Oh, I wish Reluctus is her worst. She's a 9.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay, so she does see a shadow, and the shadow, let me see, okay, is basically over this way.
okay. So she's gonna shoot one of her plus. No, she'll shoot one of her sheath arrows at it.
Okay.
Oh, is my apprentice not worth it? I see how it is.
He's worth it in the fact that I'm trying to keep this, trying to fend this thing off to keep it from eating him. Thaco is 18. Not sure if that matters.
You don't notice any, she doesn't notice any sign of having hit it. It's
Okay.
underwater, so it's hard to tell, but she didn't see any like blood or anything like that.
I'll mark that off as a lost arrow for now.
Lankas.
You know, I just thought of something.
Also, she'd call out where she saw the shadow for anybody else.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not even sure, like, because I don't see it.
Right.
So, can I? You know, I was just gonna shoot at it, but I didn't really think that far ahead.
So again, like you did see, you would have seen where Ingretha shot. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, how do you do? Okay, I'll just do. And that has to get lower than my intelligence?
Yeah, below.
Okay, it matches my intelligence.
Okay, well, at or below. All right.
Okay.
So you think you see the shadow of it. So you'll have less of a penalty.
Okay. So I'll throw a sling at it.
Okay.
I'll save. How long did those +1 bullets last?
That was from Magical Stone.
Yeah.
Who cast that? And how does it?
I
How
don't
long
think
does it last?
Ockar cast it.
Yeah, I think it was Ockar, right?
Ockar, how long does what's the duration of Magical Stone?
Oh, right. It is 3 rounds per level, I believe.
Okay, so you wouldn't have those right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought that. Okay. Yep. Okay. Just normal then.
Yeah, if you use regular stones, you can easily replenish any stones you get on shore.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
why I'm
no,
using
yeah.
regular.
Duration is half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
that's
probably
still, you haven't
yeah,
cast that recently.
yeah. You wouldn't have had that.
Okay.
That is going to be a miss.
I don't. Okay. Okay.
All right. So
And that was not careful, so
that's fine.
I'll. Oh wait, no, I don't get 2 attacks with slings. I only get them
Right.
with daggers. Never mind.
So Braxon and Ingritha, the shadow definitely approaches your canoe and slams into the canoe again.
Okay.
So I need another dexterity check from each of you.
Okay. God, I hope I make it.
You do. And Ingritha?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you do manage to keep in the canoe. And then I need Braxon to give me another d20 for a saving throw versus crushing blow for the canoe.
No.
Oh,
That's a success.
Oh, that's good. That's
All right.
good. That's good.
that's a sturdy canoe.
It's made from oak.
Yeah, or hickory or something good.
All
I
right.
wouldn't
Or
float
dark
that, I don't
oak.
Finn, your turn.
Okay, Finn dives into the water as he changes into a alligator, and he is swimming full speed towards Lue.
All right. Ah, I see. I understand. Lunch.
Yeah, Lafdul
11,
would have
12.
told him about the harrowing experience that Lafdul had with an alligator.
And I will attempt to swim up to the surface between his legs to basically pick him up to give him a ride.
Okay.
I think
Hope you don't get kicked on the snoot.
Laura would be fully panicking. He wouldn't realise he thinks it's dinner.
All right. Ockar, your turn.
Like, get away from me.
Okay, Ockar's gonna start
Exactly.
paddling. Ockar's gonna start paddling for the shore.
Okay. Give me
Yeah, that's what he rolled
a strength check.
Okay.
Because you're basically you have to turn the boat alone.
No.
Like a
Okay.
A
So you're
large
foundering
seal.
right now. You will have another opportunity next round to get it righted in the right direction.
a large seal might more readily be thought of as friendly or something like that.
Yeah, but alligator can defend itself.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
Loire,
Become the walrus.
your turn.
Oh,
Panicking.
he's panicking about an alligator. He doesn't know what to do. He's
Get
trying
the
to get
boat.
away from the alligator, in all honesty, probably.
Get in the boat.
I can't blame him. I
He'd
would
be-
too.
He would be trying to get in the boat, probably.
Okay. So strength check for him.
Oh, this is good. He's got like a strength of 10.
I mean, it's basically 50-50.
Nope.
No. All right. So he's not able to move himself in the water.
Did he breach the air or not?
Yeah, you guys were both on the surface.
Alright.
You weren't underwater. Solas, your turn.
Solas is casting fly and flying up in the air.
Okay.
If I can move, I will move around here
Probably
to see the
would be like
situation.
Yeah, you can.
there, like closer.
All right, Braxon.
Right, Braxton's going to use button 3, and what he's going to do is try and extend the spear down to stab into the water where he last saw the shadow.
All right, give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
All right, that's a success. So it is over here now. So give me an attack roll as you attack it.
Right. Okay. Right. Boom. Din 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 din.
All right, that is a hit, and this is a large creature.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing a D8. We're going to need a bigger canoe.
All right.
Yeah,
11
we
points
are
of
gonna
damage.
need a bigger boat.
Lafdul, your turn.
Lafdul's taken on the aquatic form and is probably looking around for where Loire is.
Okay, yeah, he's on the other side of the canoe.
Lafdul thinks the worst when he sees the alligator on Loire.
You see Lua and wrestling with an alligator.
And you can also see that what attacked the canoe is a giant fish of some sort.
Yeah.
I'm going to get...
Oh, right. Cool.
I'm going to... Yeah. Well, I'm at the surface, I assume, when I've taken on a sea elf form, and I looked under the water.
Yeah.
All right,
When
Go ahead, Braxon, actually. What are you saying?
I was going to say, when Braxton hit the thing, he's going to say, "It's here!"
Oh, don't hit me.
All right. I am going to take aim at the giant fish then and make sushi.
All right, you're using your crossbow, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
That's
give
gonna
me an
be very
intelligence
difficult
check
with
to
a
see if you can
crossbow.
see its shadow.
You want me to make what?
An intelligence check, please.
An intelligence check? Yeah, I can do that first. Okay, hold on. I need to actually switch to the dice roller. Okay, I got to roll under 13 for that.
Do we get 40 days of rain if he can see his shadow? Or is that
So-
only groundhogs?
With a 1, I'm not even going to give you a penalty to hit. You can
Okay.
see
Exact
it.
location.
You can see it. You can see the blood from it, and
Oh,
that is
just a
unfortunately
bad
going to be a
roll.
miss, however.
yeah. The effect of the water would basically protect it.
Yeah, I mean,
see it, you aim at
it's-
it, you forget about the water.
It,
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I have been giving most people penalties. But crossbows would it would not, with the depth of the water and everything like that. It's actually not affecting the crossbow that much. Is anyone getting a second attack?
Ingritha is.
Okay.
She's gonna fire another arrow at the shadow.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that misses.
Yeah, that's a miss. All right. Next round initiative.
With so many people on the water, I don't think it's a good idea to cast lightning bolt.
You would kill my apprentice. Lafdul and Finn might survive.
That's why I said it's not good idea.
Yeah,
I'm in
I'll
a boat. I'll
reload the
survive. Go
crossbow.
ahead.
Can we not have the half-elf keep killing the elves every reiteration?
Ingritha's gonna try. Ingritha's rolling to try to pull the elf apprentice into the boat,
Okay.
and Ockar's rolling to keep trying to paddle.
All right.
Otherwise, yeah, he's trying to get on the boat, so that'll be his action third.
And if the elf
Oh,
apprentice gets
6.
into the boat, then still try to help Lafdul.
Okay.
Lafdul's doesn't seem like he's going back in the boat. Loire should be a 9.
So Finn's
Either way.
going to attempt to push Loire up into the boat.
To help Ingritha get him in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
No, Lafdul's using a granted power. Another granted power.
Okay.
He's getting an eye for where that creature is, and he's gonna attempt to do something to it.
He's going to backstab it.
That would be
If it
impressive.
has a back.
All right. Anyone still need to roll initiative?
Nope.
Okay.
I think I did. Hang on.
Lankas, you're up first.
I'm going to I'm gonna create an illusion of a large, juicy, fat, slow-moving fish on near the surface of the water to hopefully bring it towards the surface.
Okay.
So I'll probably do it over here where people are gathered.
All right, ping that again.
Right about here.
Okay.
This square.
Okay. Finn, your turn.
And that is improved, so it
Okay,
can
so I'm-
make sound.
All right.
Like, if that matters.
Yeah, it might.
So I'm trying
Underwater
to
sound.
help Luai get into the boat.
Okay, let me see where Ingritha is. Okay, that's fine. All right, so you're trying to lift him up as much as possible as Ingritha is moving forward to try to grab him. Lafdul, your turn.
All right, Lafdul's annoyed at Big Fish, so he's going to light up with fairy fire to make it a lot easier to everyone to see it.
Okay.
I'll go for what colour's the water? It's I guess purple should be fairly. Actually, no, like a bright green.
All right.
Like a lime green.
So that is going to reveal it to everyone, and you can tell now that it is a giant catfish. Solas, your turn.
Since it would be a bad idea to cast Lightning Bolt, I decided to cast a Magic Missile.
Okay.
Though I will admit I was very much tempted.
A bad idea is relative.
Okay. So your missiles streak into the water and slam into it for 16 points of damage. All right. And Darrakar?
All right. I'll reload my crossbow. Does that take my turn, or can I fire?
It's a light crossbow, right?
Yeah.
That's one attack per round, so no, it does not. Heavy crossbows are the one every other round.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will fire, and I will use a reroll this time.
Okay. Mark that off.
Yep. All right. So I will make 2 attempts to hit this thing. All right.
We'll see if that second one
I
is...
did not.
Yeah, I only see the one.
Yeah, rolling the second one now.
Okay. Okay, we'll definitely take the first one. That is a hit,
Okay.
and it is large.
All right. It's large. Okay, so this is the damage that will work. Okay, rolling it. Large damage.
Well, that's unfortunate. 2 points of damage.
Yeah,
But you did hit.
that's the most I can do, so I'll take it.
That shouldn't be the most you can do.
What do you
light
roll?
Crossbow.
Yeah, what is
Minus
that?
that's a
1d3 and
1d2.
1d2.
No.
Like crossbow? That's if you're using it in melee. You're not. You look at the quarrels. For
That's
damage.
1d8, I think.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I messed up there. All right, I'll roll a 1d8 then. Okay, I've been going on the wrong information.
You might have looked at the hand crossbow rather than light crossbow. Give me a second. I'll get you the
Okay.
correct thing as well.
Oh, it's still the same amount of damage either way, it seems.
Well, I believe it's
Yeah, but
1d8
it
plus
l-
1, specifically.
Oh, okay.
So that would be one more
So-
point, but which is still more. Give me a second so that you can get this corrected right away. Yeah, so it's 1d6 plus 1 against small, medium, and 1d8 plus 1 versus large.
I like that you rolled 1d8 and still got 2.
So
Yeah,
that is
I
3
know.
points of damage.
That is
Yeah.
epic bad luck. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'd already taken off the 2, so there we go.
Okay, 1d8 plus 1. All right. Easy
And
enough to adjust.
one thing to keep in mind is that against armored creatures, when you're close to them, it ignores up to 5 points of armor. Just mean
Oh,
basically
nice.
that just means that it's easier to hit someone in armor. All right. Loire and Ingritha are moving at basically the same time. So, what is Loire trying to get into the boat?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, Ingritha, give me you get a strength check and have a -4 bonus to that. Ockar.
Okay, I'm going to keep battling.
No, not you. I need the strength check for Ingritha.
Oh,
-4 bonus.
okay. That meat.
That hits it?
Actually, yeah, that gets below it. Her strength is a 16.
Okay. All right. So Loire is in the canoe now.
Nice work.
Loire's like, this is the strangest thing. This alligator tried to help me. I thought it was trying to eat me.
All right, Ockar, your turn.
Ockar's gonna keep paddling.
All right. So give me a strength check to see if you can turn it alone.
That is a good bit below his strength.
All right. So that is a success. So you do get the oops. You do get it turned and to shore. Close enough to shore, at least. All right, Braxon, your turn.
Okay, Braxon is going to have another go at trying to stab the thing with the spear.
Mhm.
And again, he's going to retract the thing and send it shooting out, trying to stab. I think that's how it works, isn't it?
It's not. You're just attacking. You're just stabbing it.
Oh,
So.
Or, okay, fair enough.
All right, that is going to be a hit.
Yay.
Like, it doesn't stab out with any greater force than you can. So.
Oh,
12 points of
damage.
damage. All right. Okay.
I'm getting some good numbers with this.
So let me see. What is?
Oh, I'd have.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool.
Go ahead. What? No,
I
what
was
were you
gonna
about to
I
say?
got my 1 point of damage back, but I realised I had the good berry, so
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Okay. So let me see what the fish thinks is juicier: a delicious Lafdul or a delicious fish. Oh, definitely a delicious Lafdul.
Oh,
With
That does
that.
not surprise me.
I tried.
I mean, I left it up to the dice, so.
No, I know. I
But,
think that was fair.
The thing
It's
is,
not the first time Lafdul's been devoured by a big creature. No doubt not going to be his
the thing-
last.
the thing is as long as the fish doesn't eat a particular finger on Lafdul,
Oh yeah,
um,
it comes back, but you
the
know.
bits that are bitten off will grow back.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Oh come on!
Reroll.
How often do I use these? Anghammarand gave me a couple.
Yeah. Anghammarand wants you to die.
Do I
Anghammarand
even get a dex bonus in water? As
No,
in
you do
aquatic
not.
elf? Alright. So I've just got my chainmail armor, which is
So what's your armor class?
-1.
I wonder if the catfish gets hit points back when it eats someone.
Over
All right,
time,
so that
probably.
is going to be a hit. It does
Oh.
not swallow you whole, so there is that. It definitely has a mouth large enough to do so. That's why I used the reroll. I wanted some fun swallow whole action.
Yeah.
So that
see-
is going to be.
There was that time before when Lafdul got hugged by a carpet. And
Oh,
now
he's
the
had a
fish wants
spin
back.
round with crocodile and stuff. He's been. Trying to think of a jargon
So
lesson.
11 points of damage as it bites at you, and it also one of its feeler whisker things also slaps at you. And
Ow.
that is going to be a hit. So I need a saving throw versus poison.
No.
Oh.
Fine. Priests have really good poison saves. Does my armor apply? Which is a +2 to a
Yes.
save. Alright, I have a target of 5.
Good.
As long as it's not under. Oh my god. I failed that one.
So an additional
Does
6
mind
points
affect
of damage as the feeler hits you, and you feel this nasty, irritating inflammation on your flesh as some toxins get to your skin. Let's see.
Sorry, how
Anyone?
much? 4 more damage.
6
5,
more.
6 more damage. Yes.
All right, and let's see. Braxon, are you getting a second attack?
Yeah, I suppose so. Second round, so yes.
All right.
Thanks. Ding, 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 ding.
That's it?
Pretty much.
That's a hit, isn't it?
Yep, that is a hit. All right. So you stab into the water again, and Lafdul, you're down there kind of like face to face with this as this long spear. Actually, you're probably using the all-pike version or something? Or are you using the spear form? Or are you just using the basic spear form? Braxon.
Do they have a
I
damage
don't
difference?
I don't know what options I got, but
Well, you rolled a d8, so I think that's just a spear. All right, never mind. So a
Yeah.
spearhead just shoots down into the water and strikes right into the fish's head. It starts, like wagging around in the water and then goes still as you kill the giant catfish.
right.
I think
it
Braxton's
sinking?
thing of many buttons only has just spear mode.
It might. I'll have
Because
to.
Ockar that had the stuff that
I'll
had
double
more
check.
spear
Yeah.
modes.
I'll
Yeah.
double check.
Yeah. I have the staff that
Yeah, I got-
transforms. He
So
has the second many buttons.
right now it's still impaled on the spear, so it's not sinking or floating.
I'm going to try and keep it because we can eat this for dinner, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh
This thing
god.
has almost eaten me. I want to eat it now.
Solas
Yeah, I
will.
can-
And
Excuse me.
Solas will fly to pick up the paddle.
Pick up the what?
thank you.
Oh, the paddle.
The paddle that
Paddle, right.
yeah, the paddle that got
Yeah.
dropped.
Do I
Okay.
think I'm poisoned?
You don't think there's going to be any other additional effects of that?
Alright, because I have held poison if I think I am poisoned.
It's basically an immediate kind of numbing
Yeah,
thing.
but it's not getting worse.
Well, if you were a tiny fish, you think that might have like paralyzed you or something like that.
Alright.
All right, so you guys want to get to shore and take a bit of a break to butcher up this catfish for food or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a
Look
great
at-
idea.
I look at the
Yeah.
boat from underside the boat, because I know the boat got rammed. Is it?
Yeah.
How damaged is it?
I was gonna say it'd also be good
Yep.
to just double check for damages.
Yep,
It
roast it on a
is.
fire and salt it.
I think that Braxon is the one who's going to need to. Like, you're not seeing anything obvious.
I'm not. Yeah, as long as it's not obvious. No,
So
because I do have shipwood, but yeah.
Braxon is going to be the one that needs to examine it.
I'll just say it's not leaking.
Since
think.
since it's not a giant pike, Solas isn't that interested in. If it had been giant pike, Solas would have taken the jaw bones of it to turn it into kantele later on.
Okay.
Cartilage thing.
So give me a
So,
ship carpentry check, please.
right. Okay.
Oh, I assume I'm going to be regenerating over time. Unless this poison doesn't regenerate.
What's the roll for? Oh, I got it on there. Never mind. It's 16 is the target.
Okay. You're not familiar enough with these small boats, but you don't see anything like it's. There's no obvious damage,
Yeah.
something that needs an immediate repair.
Okay.
Okay, so you get all the canoes to shore, and with the giant fish, it is 16 feet long, so it does take multiple of you to get this up onto shore. But you want to immediately start cooking some of it up.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Finn
I
with
think
his
we might
alligator
have just set a
form.
record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
while
think-
everyone's getting the boats and the fish to shore, Finn's going to take a quick swim around, looking both up and down the shore, just to make sure this thing was alone.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
feels like
While
fish.
that's happening, you don't see anything else immediately. There's a lot more seagrass down there than there should be. Basically,
question for Lafdul.
Hold on. Basically, making
Sorry.
it that it's a lot easier for things to hide down there, and it would be a lot harder to get through that area if for some reason like you were walking on the or swimming close to the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a question. You had a question for Lafdul, Braxon?
Yeah. Sorry, when you said you don't see anything, I thought you was done. Are you gonna want to try and harvest poison from this thing? Because we're gonna chop it up and eat it.
No, I'll just write about it. I can't do anything with that.
Before
Too foreign.
we start chopping off to cook it and such, I think our expert should check if it's edible.
That is actually a
Yeah.
good point. I was just thinking this is a fish worthy of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
So after his check, Finn will wander up onto shore, walk right up to Lue, give it a big give him a big toothy grin, and then change form back.
Laura's like, oh, it's you. Oh, I thought that was. Could you make yourself a little bit more obvious?
Where's the fun in that?
Good thing to keep in mind, Ingritha says, if an animal is helping you, if it's not a wolf, assume that it's Finn.
Oh yeah, I'll just wait for the snake to stop biting me first. Then
Like I said, if it's helping you, not if it's trying to kill you.
I guess followers of Erevan think that snake biting them is helping them.
And then I'll go have a look at the fish.
All right.
Oh, he'd say thank you for the help.
Give me a wisdom check, Finn.
And Darrakar is also a kick, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's examining this more as a druid.
Oh, sorry.
It's like unusual given the size, but you don't see anything. Nothing strikes you as being bad or toxic about it.
Okay. Then, unless someone knows more about it than Finn will work on cutting it into fillets.
Yeah, as far as cooking is concerned, I don't know any more than you guys.
All right, so you're thinking you want to spend like an hour getting as much of this cooked up as possible?
I do have 10 pounds of salt. I normally use a pound of salt for one of my create campsite spells, but if you want to preserve some of this in salt, I don't know how much fish meat there is, so.
I mean, like, we're kind of in an Oregon Trail situation. You can only carry 100 pounds back to the wagon. So you can you can cook it up and prepare it in some other ways to have some more meals, and I'll just give you some extra
fish.
quote unquote rations out of it.
Yeah.
If that sounds good to you guys.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
fine.
good
Yeah,
to me.
sounds good.
Okay.
Braxton's going to do a sweep of this area while people are preparing the fish and cooking it.
Okay, so
Same as
I
yesterday.
think that you will get basically 2 days worth of rations for each person, including Beowulf. Out of this.
Do you want me to mark off any salt for preserving any of it?
If you cook it, it's going to be good for a day, kind of thing.
Alright. I'll try it out. The cooked fish doesn't last too long.
It's fine.
Alright.
Finn is
cooking it.
Finn is also a skilled cook. He can prepare it in such a way that it will last a couple days. It's fine.
Smoking it.
I don't
with,
care enough to nickel and dime.
No, that's fine.
Skilled cook with survival skills.
Oh, there is something I want to try out. I
Yep.
want to go back in the water. Go, not all the way back in the water. Just, far enough into the water. I want to see if my boots of levitation can lift me out of the water. Because this might be important
Why do you
to
do
remember.
this to me? Let me see.
It can be worked out later, but I'm just saying I would have done the experiment.
Lafdul goes in and tests it, and his waterlogged boots are left behind when he goes up.
Give me a second.
It's either that or they just keep applying more and more and more force until finally he breaks surface tension of the water and shoots up into the air like a rocket.
Whee!
Oh no.
Bye, Lafdul. We'll try to find you later. No, give me just a second. I'll look.
Team Lafdul's blasting off again.
Because if it says specifically, air...
No, it's just a random thing that I just thought of. I didn't
No,
even look.
that's fine. Alright, so while you're doing that, anything else anyone wants to do while you're basically taking a break, getting some stuff cooked up and everything like that?
Well, like I said, Braxton to do a quick sweep of the area, same as yesterday.
So Solas flies above the river to keep a lookout.
Okay.
Oh.
Staying away from the trees, if possible.
I'll grab just, whatever, 1 or 2 stones. I don't remember how many I used just to stock back up.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I think levitate does work in water.
No, this is, yeah. So in theory, you can.
Because I think it's more working against gravity than it is working against air. All right. So, once that is taken care of, you guys can pack up your supplies and get going again. Finn, give me an intelligence check, please.
Let's see. That's what I thought it was.
Okay. You definitely felt you definitely feel like the forest is reacting to these actions that you guys have been taking.
Finn will definitely mention that to everyone.
This little side note, sorry, I've only just thought of this. It won't impact anything, but because we killed the fish, Lafdul will have a little piece sectioned off and make it a little offering somewhere. You just leave it on a rock somewhere. It's thank you to Aravan, for granting me these powers.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the thing that Finn found?
Finn, go ahead.
That the forest is reacting to our actions.
Right.
Yeah,
So the forest sent the fish.
Basically,
Maybe.
expect more of this, and in
Right.
different forms.
Got you. Okay. Thanks for that.
It might be better to describe it as the forest is taking note of your actions.
Forest will remember this.
Yeah,
Kind of like
in telltale fashions.
Finn, it kind of feels like you've entered the den of a hibernating bear, and it's hibernating, but it's beginning to notice that there's someone in the den with it, kind of thing. That's what that's like. That's a good analogy for you as a druid.
Couldn't have started exactly in that way then.
Thanks.
So over time, our spells that affect nature will be basically worse and worse. And as well as other things, I guess.
Okay, so you guys get underway again.
Do I regenerate fully?
You spend an hour there, so you get what, 6 hit points back?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. I thought we'd be there for longer. I'm 34 out of 51.
I mean, if you want to cast any healing spells on yourself,
Not
that's.
if I'm regenerating.
I'm just saying, it's up to you.
Economist.
It's up to you.
6 hit points, so I'll put myself to 40.
Okay. All right. So, you get underway and continue on. After a couple hours, you are on the correct map. Yes, I did move you over. After a couple hours, one member of the party. Ingritha is going to call out that she sees a lion on the shore just watching you, and say like amongst the trees, but by the time everyone looks, it's gone.
Weird.
Here's a important reference, because this might be a bit of contention, I don't know. I am pretty certain... Actually, no, never mind.
I'm wondering if the forest is anything like a hive.
No, he wouldn't be familiar enough with lions, so it's fine. He should be fairly familiar with big cats, so...
I have no idea what you were getting at.
As part of his skill set, he has set snares animal law and animal handling. The animal handling was leaning towards big cats.
Oh, right. Well, he didn't get a look at it, so...
Yeah, so... Lions, like, so foreign to him, probably.
All right, so you get underway again, and continue to travel. By about this point, you'll get to the mouth of the river.
Okay. I'll move us over.
Yeah. So let's see. That is going to be there, and
we were gonna end up like there. Yeah.
Okay.
Move us over there.
So hold on, just a second.
Okay.
So now that you're in the river proper, rather than going along the lake, you can see the shore on both sides. Do you want to like go down the center of the river? Do you want to like hug a shore, like go as close as you can without scraping? Any particular way that you want to handle traveling through the river?
How wide's the river?
So right now, it's pretty wide because you've just entered it. You're not sure
Yeah.
if it's going to. I mean, like Finn can tell you that it'll probably vary, but he's not sure if it's going to like vary slightly or very substantially.
While while it does make us bit more riskier to get attacked if we go closer to shore. Solas would suggest going closer to shore, since if something happens, then it's easier to get people off the boats.
I
We
was
would also see the attacks coming though if we're on the river, aside from underneath us.
I was kind of thinking almost the opposite for like monsters trying to attack us. But I was wondering about how wide the river is from the point of view of if it was as wide as like the Thames going through London, you don't want to go down the middle of that. But if it's like 10 squares wide, you know, like 100 yards wide or something, we might be better off in the middle.
So it can definitely get that wide at various points. It's not going to be Thames width.
Yeah. What does Finn think? He's the nature expert.
Well, from the middle, we can each reach either shore in the same amount of time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good.
But it
Yeah.
will take us that time to get to a shore if there's an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
I think for this part where it's really wide across at the entrance, we should stay closer to one of the shores, but still a bit off of it.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Or in that case, we probably want to follow the left shore, because
Yeah,
otherwise
as long-
we'd have to go across the river to get to the other shore.
But then in places where the river's a little more narrow, we may want to consider being in the middle.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So after a little bit of travel, paddling down the river, you're moving. You are actually going to be moving a little bit faster, being that you're going downriver. You're going with the flow of water here.
Right.
And as you're going, after about an hour along here, you do hear a sound off to the side, one of the shores, and it sounds like an animal cry, an animal scream, like some sort of deer or something like that. Yeah, you look, and through the underbrush along the shoreline and everything like that, you do see a struggling deer. Looks like some vines or something like that have wrapped around it, and it's making pitiful sounds, which do stop after a few minutes as you're passing by, and you don't see it anymore.
Hmm.
I
And
th-
what kind
I
of
thought-
creature that was? Can Laura make? No, he doesn't. No, that's way far too out of field.
I thought Finn might want to go rescue the deer.
No, that's what happens in nature.
Yeah,
suppose so.
and I
That's-
think it was too late. I don't think we would have
Yeah.
got there in time.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair
By the Finn, you would definitely know that by the time that happened, that was too late. And you know, I mean, now that said, like, you're not really sure what exactly happened either. Like, you did not get a
not
great
Finn
look,
recognizes it very similar to a spell effect that he knows.
but okay,
Entanglement.
it could be kind of like a natural effect of that or something like that.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Okay. After a little while longer, you can hear up ahead. So Finn and Ockar, you're in the lead. You can hear the sounds of water, which you're pretty sure indicates rapids.
Oh, fun.
So knowing that this was a possibility, Finn probably would have arranged to have a makeshift flag or something that he could put up to signal the boats behind us.
Well, you said that like all the boats are tied together, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be close enough, and you're not like you haven't gotten to the rapids yet, so the sound of the water isn't going to overpower you. You could call back, rapids ahead. What do we want to do, or whatever you want to call back.
Finn would suggest that we get to shore
Yeah.
and he'll go down and scout and see what the rapids are like.
It's a river like bending to the left or right or something.
So it's gonna be happening in this hex, so you can see the shape of the river and everything.
Yeah. The reason I ask is, from what I recall, and Braxon might not know this, but Finn will. I think rivers are faster on one side than the other.
Well,
So, like
you're not.
I
You
think
haven't gone far enough up to see the rapids, so you're not sure yet.
We
Oh,
don't know
well, I just
exactly in what point of that hex the rapids are.
fair enough. I just thought that Finn would know the quieter side of the river for us to row to.
And depending on the speed of the rapids, like it might not even matter. It could just be rapids across the whole thing. Even if one is slower, they can still both be fast.
Yeah, but as Finn said that we should get on shore and he goes to scout.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. So you get the canoes all pulled up on shore, and there's not much of a beach here at this point. The forest is really closing in. It's not giving you a problem pulling the boats on shore, but like you can tell now that like there is not enough space to have like an animal tow you down this. Without having serious problems with them you having to untie them and get them around obstacles and stuff like that. And it would definitely be much more of a hassle than just rowing would be. Okay, so Finn, how are you going to go ahead and scout?
Finn is going to take the form of an eagle.
Okay.
And fly down the river.
Okay.
Do you want company? Or is he
It
gone?
probably wouldn't hurt to have someone to watch my back.
Okay. Braxton will drop some of his stuff and get his fly and follow the bird.
Okay.
But he'll let Finn have a fairly large lead.
Okay. What's your movement speed, Finn, and what's your movement speed, Braxon?
Hang on.
Let's
Fly.
see.
Fly.
Forms. As an eagle, I fly 30C. Movement class C.
Okay.
Movement rate of 36, carrying up to 210 pounds.
Okay, so you'd actually be able to fly faster than Finn.
Yeah, but I'll let him scout, and if he gets into trouble, I'll fly up.
Okay. Are you trying to fly like in the middle of the river, like 20 feet above it or something like that kind of thing?
Sounds about right.
Okay. All right.
I'll copy whatever Finn does.
Okay. So you do fly down and get a good look at the rapids. So you could definitely, like, it would be a big hassle to portage around it, but you could do it. You could also definitely try to run the rapids as well. None of you are boaters, so you don't really know how well that'll go, but it doesn't look like it's like you're not seeing anything that is like, oh no, we definitely could not do that kind of thing.
So I don't see any rocks sticking up out of the rapids or anything like that.
There are, but they're far enough apart that the boats can definitely, the canoes can definitely get between them and everything like that. So it's like it's going to be a chance, but otherwise you'd be it's either run it or portage around it, which would definitely be slow.
Okay. Based on what he's seeing, then, when we get back, he will recommend that we give it a try.
Is it possible to carry the canoes past this?
That's
Just-
portage.
That's
just
what that's what portage would be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would like to know how my spell is actually going to work. That's just. I want to cast a True Steed, but I want to use them as a method of seeing if they're able to just carry the canoes. We can just pile them up on top. I can
Through the
cast two of them.
trees.
You need at least 2 people or creatures carrying the canoes because they're 15 to 20
Yeah,
feet
I can
long.
make two True Steeds. I took 2 spells.
They can't
can-
carry all of them. They might be able to carry one, but
Yeah, I mean we'll carry the rest, but I just want to see if the spell even works in this environment and stuff. So
all right. So while they're gone, you cast the Tree Steed.
I'll wait till Finn comes back because he would have given the details of what the suggestions are, and I'll say what I need for my spell.
Okay.
Like a giant log or something, and he can point me out to one.
Okay. So
So
Finn and Braxon return and describe what it is that you got going on down there. Lafdul, you can definitely cast the Tree Steed.
yeah.
You find a fallen log
Well,
and
cast 2 of them.
do that. Well, you first wanted to see if you could cast one, see if it
Oh
worked.
yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can. But the density of the area just basically makes it that you would have to exert about the same amount of effort carrying the canoes as.
Well, they can go on the water. Go down the rapid. Oh yeah, we won't be able to control them that well though. I've got to stay within 10 feet of them. I could be polymorph.
I mean, you're either running the rapids in the boats or you're carrying the canoes around.
It's 10 yards, not feet.
There's no other way to do this. The Tree Steeds aren't going to be able to
Actually-
do anything in the water that the canoes can't.
No, I can
Oh.
remote control the Tree Steeds while polymorph flying above the water. The Tree Steeds can carry the canoes with no people in them.
Do remember
But
that
you're
it's 10
risking the
yards, not
boats
10
in the
feet.
exact same way as if you're in the boats.
Yeah.
Like the same risk is they can still hit rocks, and in fact, no one is in the boats to control them and like hit them with push you off from rocks or away from rocks or things like that.
Yeah.
So they'd just be
if
loose and
you-
floating and just as likely to hit things.
If you get the boats down the rapids without us in it, like Braxon can fly over the rapids and so could Ockar, but not everyone
yeah.
else can. So everyone else would have to go through the woods, which
Right.
would mean we'd
So
probably all want to go through the
So
woods.
the thing is like, either you're like portage is to ensure that the boats don't get damaged in the rapids.
Mm-hmm.
It's a question of whether you think that you can run the rapids, take the risk of not springing a leak or capsizing one of the canoes or something like that, or portage around it, take a lot more time, but not risk the boats.
All right, now we'll go on.
I think not risking the boats is better idea.
Yeah.
I do too.
Since I've cast the Tree Steed, I'll keep it alongside me in the river. I might have to polymorph if
You could
it's too far
definitely.
away.
Well, you don't. There's no reason to have it in the river if you're portaging.
No, the tree steed.
I understand that there's no reason to have the tree steed in the river if you're portaging.
Oh.
Portaging
I've-
is where you're carrying
Yeah.
it over your shoulders over land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
flip
I'd be
the
willing to
canoes
help
up
with
over your
that.
head, and you're carrying it through the trees.
I mean, it's
But
only a
you can use
log
the
at the
tree
end of the
steed.
day.
You can use the tree steed carry some of the
Yes, that was something that I was going to
gather
mention.
stuff.
Is that the tree steed could carry equipment,
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can carry up
Yeah.
to 600 pounds per.
so
each
people's
one.
backpacks and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you guys
Yeah.
want to do is the portage. Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. If there's rapids, definitely.
okay? So it doesn't sound like anyone was up for running the rapids anyway. All right.
All right, I'll go along with that.
Okay, so you've got the 3 canoes. Basically, it just takes 2 people of reasonable strength to carry them. So who wants to carry the first boat?
I'll
Nice.
carry it.
Wow. Have the people that have been doing rowing exhausted?
No, they're
Themselves.
okay right now.
All right.
Yeah, I'll carry it, and Greta can help me.
Okay.
And do remember that the unfailing endurance that Solas cast on the party, that will make it so that you can work harder and longer without getting exhausted.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the second boat.
I'll help. I can help carry the second one.
All right.
I've got strength for 15. I can help if
Okay.
needed.
So Darrakar and Lafdul with the second one, and then the third
Well,
one.
that's going to be very lopsided because of height difference.
It's better than if Lankas
Braxon.
was trying.
Yeah.
I was
Bra-
gonna.
Bra-
That's why I'm not gonna try, because not only my strength bad, I'm also like way too short.
Braxon's strong enough to carry it, but does anyone want to free up Braxon for being a bodyguard?
If we get into a fight, we just drop the boats.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Surprise round comes into it though.
Solas will be lookout duty with his rod of alertness.
Okay,
All
so
right,
who's helping Braxon
Bra-
carry the boat? The third
Braxon carried the boat now.
We got Angrifa, Ockar, myself, Darrakar, and Braxon. That's 6.
one. That's 5.
5.
We need
5.
one more.
What about a Riddler?
He's got strength for 10.
And I've got a strength of 8.
I mean, he
Mhm.
can if he thinks he can do it, but he'll be struggling probably.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's average strength. You can do
I
hard
mean,
work.
Finn,
It's average.
Finn would, but he would rather be scouting out the path for us.
That's fine. He'll help. In that case.
I was thinking rest of the party can say if this is a good idea or not. That Finn would be the forward scout, with him being the druid, and like he said that he would want to be. Solas would be on the middle, and Lankas would be the rear guard.
Okay,
Didn't
so
Saul get a really good
Braxon.
roll on his strength spell today.
Yeah, he's got like 13 or something.
Yeah, but he is using the rod of alertness.
Oh, what's to stop Loire from carrying the rod of alertness?
So Braxon and
You
Loire
see-
are carrying it. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you paddle ahead just until you get to where the rapids are gonna start, and then portage around it, which is fairly uneventful. The forest is definitely getting denser. But Finn, with you scouting and with Solas and Lankas keeping a watch, you feel like you're being watched, but nothing attacks you or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you get down to beyond the rapids, and you can get your canoes back in the water and begin paddling again. But I think that is going to be about where we wrap up the session.
Thanks for the game, Ald.
All right, well, we got some experience to hand out first.
You got it.
Let's see. So you got a little ways to go before before you'll be too tired to row. So our next session will definitely have a bit of travel down the river still.
I'll be traveling all the way down to the dense part where it's like multiple trees.
I think we are.
Yeah, you know that it's quote unquote the center of the forest, and so you have a fair idea of how that it's getting denser and thicker as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me do some things here.
Marsh. Summon.
And what level was anti-vermin barrier, Finn?
That is a level 1 spell.
Oh, okay. Still worked out well. Okay.
A surprisingly useful level 1 spell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Venom's Tiny Hat was also surprisingly useful at this time.
You can say my fairy fire was surprisingly useful at lighting up a target. You know.
Okay.
Actually, that's something I get
So
XP for.
that is going to be 712 experience points for Lafdul, Solas, and Lankas.
Say that number one more time.
712 experience.
Mm-hmm.
For Ockar, that will be 732.
Okay.
For Finn, 762. For Braxon and Darrakar, that'll be 802.
802.
And for Loire, 356.
Mm-hmm.
And in Gretha, that will be 426.
Does my priest get XP for very far out of self?
No.
Alright.
Okay. Anyone going up a level?
No.
Nope.
No,
Yeah,
not
no.
yet.
Not quite.
Getting closer, though.
All right. So, when we come back next time, we do still have more river to travel down. We'll see what other things await you as you get further downriver. But that will be for next time. I want to thank you guys for playing, and I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We'll be back next time.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the
Thanks
game.
for the game.
The game again.
Take care.
See ya.
Thanks for
Really?
having
Yep.
us.
Take care.
Really enjoyed the catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you next time, everyone.
Yeah.